Let's get it. Listen, they're always asking me, Nick, you got no legs, one arm. How do you have a mansion? How do you have a car? How do you get the ladies? All this different stuff. How do you get the six-pack? Listen, subscribe right now because we're about to do a tour of this thing, this house. I wasn't even supposed to get this house. I don't even know how I even got this house. I don't even know how I afforded it, but I'm gonna show you how I did it. But in this one of the common questions I get is, Nick, you got no legs, one arm. How do you drive a car? And how do you drive your race car? Now, for the car people out there, listen, let's show them the whip real quick. For the car people out there, I know you're gonna be in the car, it's not a race car, it's a GT86. Listen, the next car video that you'll see after this car video is gonna be when they deliver my McLaren. So for all of you little brokies out there that are gonna say, oh, it's not a real race car, this thing, I put a whole lot of money into this, right? So what this is a turbo GT86. I got this in 2019, and I initially, in 2019, I couldn't afford what I wanted. I actually wanted a Z06 Stingray, and so my buddy showed me the builds on these, and so I was like, whatever I got to do, I'm gonna build this car. And so I built it. I didn't build it. Clearly, I didn't build it myself, right? But I got the car stock, and then I turboed it. I put the Rocket Bunny kit on it. It's on bags and everything. And so in this video, we're gonna show you how I drive and how I do this thing. So let's check it out. Insert B-roll of car, Nick dancing on it. So, real quickly, how you get cars like this or how you get a house, whatever it may be, is you have to provide value in the marketplace, right? Most people are puddles and they aren't wells, meaning when you're a puddle, you only know so much, you only know a little bit of information. And what you'll realize in this space, whether it's YouTube vlogs, educational, speaking, whatever it is, most people are very service level. But I've dedicated about 6 years of my life to two things. How many things? Two things: communication and psychology. I am one step or one hop away from stupid. And so what that means is just become a master at 1 to 2 things, and when you become a master at those, you can get paid a whole lot of money. So let's get into this. We'll show you how you do it. All right, so what we got here is, I'm gonna start it up real quickly. By the way, everything is a little micro challenge. So I had to have the right hoop so I can stick my hole in the hoop, you know, and then I gotta balance it, make sure I find the hole. Most of you can't find the hole. That's another video, another time. Push in. Now before I fully start the car up, there's a button over here that I click that activates the hand controls. Give the boost gauges a second to start up. On our way. Now, how this works, and we'll show you while we're driving, but how this works is Velocity Factor did this nice little leather on it so it looks real sleek. But basically, what me and my buddies did was, this is the basic hand control, and we added this extender onto it so I'd be able to drive. Now, if I push in, it's a mechanical brake, so it hits the pedal mechanically, and then it's an electronic accelerator. So the accelerator is electronic, and then the push in is the brake. Now with this car, I gotta let it heat up a little bit before I do some pulls, but Andrew and I, we're gonna get in the car, we're gonna do some driving and talking, and then he's gonna film some pulls. We'll see what we got with the turbo. But with the body kit, it's not as fast as without the body kit. The body kit is very heavy. So let's show him how a guy with no legs, one arm whips around a turbo GT86. So for those that may be watching the video and maybe you're not as far ahead, or you haven't made the income or the impact and you want to get a car like this, there's a few things that I want to give you. Now, by the way, most of the people that you watch on YouTube, they are just going to show you their cool things and they won't tell you how you get them, or they won't give you any life knowledge. Rev it. They want me to rev it. Let me warm up. So I got into cars because of my brother before he passed away. We were big Tokyo Drift, all that different type of stuff. And so I always wanted to get a car like this. Now, most people will tell you to have a vision board. And vision boards are great. It gives you clarity on where you are and what you want to get. But what's even more powerful than a vision board is what my mentor told me is called touching the dream. And what touching the dream consists of is it's one thing to get a car on your vision board and to look at it, but it's another thing to go sit in the car and anchor your physiology and your emotions to the actual thing. So that means like getting in the car and like feeling the steering wheel. That means getting in the car and playing the music and sitting in it, right? Feeling the leather, touching it, like actually being in it. But also go sit in the cars and touch the dream, but also go break the numbers down and see what it's gonna cost you monthly. What is the insurance gonna cost you monthly? You see, oftentimes with the brain, we think these goals are big and massive and overwhelming, but like, even me going into the McLaren, like when I go and break down the payments for what I'm making, it's like, it's way more tangible than you think it is. And so that's my advice, and that's my gift and intention that I want to give you is like, adopt the belief that it can happen faster than you think. And that's such a beautiful belief to have, but most importantly, go touch the car, go smell the car, go feel the car, and go break down the numbers so you know what you need to make and how you're gonna make that money in order to get the car. So we're gonna pull out of these gates. By the way, if you try to come find me, you gotta get through a lot of gates, so good luck. And we're gonna do some pulls and see what we got. The turbo is warmed up. Now in South Florida, it's not turbo weather. Turbo weather is cold, so this car would be good in Jersey. But we're just gonna make it right here and we're gonna rip it, and then we'll get Andrew maybe to step out and do some pulls and see what's good. Okay. So for me, this is like me running. I ain't got legs. So when I get to do things that are fast, whether it's snowboarding or driving cars, it's like running for me. And so this is great therapy. I know all the car guys and car girls know what it is to go for a drive at night and have some music on and just rip it. So this is like running for your boy. Hey, it's better than no lifestyle, you know?
Bumpy is what it is.
That's what it is. Life's bumpy.
They're feeling the actual,
Life's bumpy, my friend.
ride.
Yeah, I'll just go back to the gate and then we'll do a drive-by.
Here goes the bowling ball.
Yeah.
How many horsepower?
Listen, Andrew asked me how many horsepower. They're like, yo, you must be a car guy. It's like, no, I just got money and had someone build it. I couldn't tell you anything about this car. I know it's a SBD, a Sports by Design turbo. It's on bags, and it gets a lot of looks. But yeah, this is my little race car before I jump into the McLaren. I'm probably gonna get a 570 McLaren. It's a nice intra supercar for me, and for all of you, well, no matter what car you have, take this. Y'all can just go buy a car and get in it. I gotta go buy the car, and then I can't even get in it, I can't even experience it, and I gotta send it to someone else to do hand controls before I can even experience the damn car. So be grateful that you can just get in a car, or you can go rent a Lamborghini and drive it, because homeboy can't do that, all right? Unless they give me a broomstick, and I got a great insurance policy, and they let me try to, you know, hit the broomstick on the pedals and stuff, but I don't think that's the best. So when I get my McLaren, I will literally have to buy the McLaren, detach all my emotions from the McLaren, send it to the fabricator, and then pick up my baby and drive it. So y'all are blessed. All right, friends, so to close off here, you just watch a man with no legs, one arm drive a turbo GT86. We're gonna do a house tour as well, but listen, all seriousness, from a brother to a brother and a brother to a sister, I wasn't supposed to make it. I wasn't supposed to survive birth. The doctors wanted to abort me. They told my family that I'd never be able to feed myself, dress myself, I'd never be independent, I'd never do anything of any sort of impact. I'd basically be a big vegetable. They had to take care of me for the rest of my life. Now, fast forward 27 years later, those doctors are dead, I'm alive and rich, and I'm doing great things. And so never let other people dictate what you can or cannot do in this world. And most of your thoughts that you believe aren't yours, you pick them up along the way. So when you change your story, you change your life. When you upgrade your psychology, you change your life. And I was able to create this life from two things: speaking and communication, and understanding psychology and helping people break through. But all of you have a specific map. You've walked a specific path, you've overcome specific things, you've healed some specific things. And what's the point of going through all the hard BS that you've went through unless you're gonna turn around, share your story, and save others' lives? Every day that you don't share your story, someone out there is suffering because they haven't met you yet. And there's people ready to pay you hand over fist. They just don't know you exist. If you like these type of videos, if you like the lifestyle, drop it below, comment, bell, all the things, because we're dropping fire every single week on this YouTube channel. Send in love, God bless you.